biggest lockdown in human history, India gets into the 21 long days. We know you've got anxieties, we know you've got doubts and concerns.
Will there be some kind of price cap on the vegetables? Because everywhere we're
has stopped delivery, and the food shops I called are not really opening.
Your voice has already reached
days, and we're being very patient and sitting here, but I have not seen anyone, at least in my society, who's delivered any sort of food or vegetables to us.
How do we differentiate between a normal flu and a flu caused by coronavirus?
Don't worry, we are with you. We'll answer and reassure you every step of the way. Your voice on India Today. Indians speak out on 5 Live. And here on 5 Live, we've received incredible response to the voices from the lockdown series, and that's why day 3 of the lockdown, new worries, new queries, new anxieties, but we're here to help you and answer some of your questions and reassure you that we're all in this together. With me, of course, is my brother-in-arms, Ankit Tyagi, who's also plugged into the government system across the country to get you those answers that can help you get a better night. This unprecedented lockdown till April the 14th and possibly beyond. We know you're anxious and worried. Don't worry, we are with you. We at India Today, I told you, this is our promise to you. We will take your every query, we will amplify it to the authorities, and Ankit and I will try and answer those questions so you can decide how to plan your life. We've been flooded with videos from you over the last 3 days and overnight as well. Here are the latest videos we've got from you in Mumbai.
मेरी ये विनती है आपसे कि आप लोग जो हैं वो जो गरीब हैं हमारे देश के, हमारे इर्द गिर्द, हमारे मोहल्ले के, हमारे एरिया के, उनके बारे में थोड़ा सा सोचिए, क्योंकि उनके पास ना खाना है, ना पानी है, ना साफ़ चीज़ें हैं यूज़ करने के लिए, कुछ भी नहीं है। और हमारी ये ड्यूटी है, हमारा ये फ़र्ज़ है कि हम उनके बारे में सोचें और उन्हें हमारे जो राशन जो हम थैलियाँ और ट्रॉलीज़ भर भर के ले जा रहे हैं दुकानों से, उसकी भी कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है आपको, बिकॉज़ सामान मिल जाएगा आपको, दुकानें खुली हैं और सप्लाईज़ भी ऑन है। ऐसा नहीं है कि सारा कुछ बंद हो गया है, तो पैनिक करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है। लेकिन मैं आपसे ये रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि जब आप अपने लिए इतनी सारी चीज़ें ख़रीदें, थोड़ा सा उसमें से सामान, थोड़ा खाने का सामान, थोड़ा पीने का सामान उन गरीबों के लिए भी रखिए और उन्हें सप्लाई कीजिए कैसे भी कर कर।
To the best of my knowledge, the prices of the commodities were substantially very high. In fact, I did speak to the vendors and told them that तुम लोग सबका फायदा उठा रहे हैं, and it's not correct that you're charging about 50 to 60% more. But they just told me one answer: चाहिए तो लो, नहीं तो आगे बढ़ो. So well, the commodities and the essential stuff, vegetables, fruits, all are available, but the prices in South Mumbai, especially Nepean Road, Rich Candy, Malabar Hill, have all been hiked by about 50 to 60%.
Our concern is actually the supply chain of essentials. We order a lot of stuff on from Star Bazaar, which is a Tata Tesco enterprise that is one of the biggest in the world, and they are not able to deliver. So concern one, is the delivery completely stopped or is it going to happen?
As a citizen, it does worry me immensely that all businesses have this blanket rule of being shut down. I feel businesses like e-com, which could drive the economy, people are, sitting idle at home. They could be buying and on the internet. Wealthy people could be buying and driving the economy. People could sell. Small businesses could use e-com sites to sell. So I feel the government has, of course, to be sensitive to poor people, people on the streets. Yes, of course. But let's not forget that it's the capitalists who drive the economy of a country.
I believe from our pharmacy, we've run out of essential medicines and drugs, and there are lots of senior citizens and elderly people in our community, and they depend a lot on this pharmacy. So we need to find an alternative, a solution ASAP.
Ankit is with me. Ankit, one of the biggest concerns is about people hoarding. It's on day 3 of this crisis. Things are settling down in terms of availability, hopefully. But one of the biggest concerns is people are wondering, if other people are hoarding, then I'm going to worry about whether there will be enough essential items left for me, and I might also want to hoard. How do people address that anxiety?
See, Shiv, as you were saying, it's day 3 of the lockdown and there is slight improvement. Today, throughout the day, we have been playing news from all the metros where in the large markets, in the mandis, there is fruits and vegetables which is coming in, milk supply which is coming in. So, largely that problem is being in fact sorted out. We are also in fact addressing and we are trying to highlight the problem of the supply chain. There are some stories where farmers have not been able to reach the local markets. From there, it has not been able to sent across to other cities. So all that is being highlighted and the government is working on it. I would like to tell our viewers that yesterday in the night, the Ministry of Home Affairs has come out with another set of guidelines, some SOPs on how, in fact, to make sure that the movement of trucks, the truckers, those who are stranded across the various states, that is eased. So it is going to ease down soon. As far as the prices are concerned, yes, there are few people, those who are trying to make windfall, profits in a situation like this, but the supply is getting better. And if you do come across somebody, I do understand that, as the gentleman was saying, that he simply said either buy it on this price or leave. You can actually put a complaint against that person in your local police station. You call them up, tell them that this person is charging you extra, and the police has been directed to take action against all such people. Apart from that, Shiv, I also heard somebody about the e-commerce. We have been every single day addressing, that query. The e-commerce, at least in all the 6 metros, now they are being given special passes. So very soon people would start delivering to your houses. One lady was speaking about, why aren't small businesses being allowed to function, so on and so forth. We also need to understand and be sensitive about other people. These are also people, those who are at the risk of being exposed to any kind of virus and coronavirus specifically. So at this point of time, it is only going to be essential. As the Prime Minister said in his address, it is right now the priority is the life of the citizens, nothing else, not even the economy.
Absolutely. And I'm really glad you mentioned that, Ankit, that the lives of the people involved in the delivery business are, have to be taken care of before we rush back into rolling these services out. And that's why there have been some hiccups. Here are some voices that we've got in from Bengaluru, Mysuru, Coimbatore and Thiruvananthapuram, all over the country. Voices.
There seems to be a growing problem of people hoarding essential supplies and food. And I want to know what the government has in place to help stop the panic buying, because it's leaving people who are living on daily wages with very, very few options, and what we can do to curb that.
If the analysis released by ICMR, which suggests a lot of Indians are already affected by this virus, another analysis which suggests that 70% of this world population is going to be affected by the end of 2020. Are they true? And if it is true, is this lockdown really going to help us and not lead us to that stage?
Ankit, with a lot of people, like Aviva and Neelam, complying with the lockdown orders, there is a lot of anxiety about, this whole testing business. Are enough people being tested? There are reports out that suggest, a large percentage of the population will have this disease by the, the end of the next few weeks. Is there a proper awareness program that the government has put out for such people?
Shiv, also we need to understand that this is called novel coronavirus. So it is very new. So a lot of research is being done on this as we speak. You've been every day tracking the cure, movement as far as this is concerned, and also the other developments. So you know that it is a very new thing that our scientists and doctors are dealing with. But having said that, as that lady was in fact saying, are there many Indians that we don't know are infected? That could be a possibility. But the lockdown helps in not only making sure it doesn't spread, and it also, would help the government to isolate pockets if there is a sudden spurt somewhere. We need to understand this whole process is about flattening the curve. So the assumption is that there will be certain amount of people, those who are going to get infected, but it will be over a longer period of time, and our health services would not be overburdened. They will be able to take care of those people instead of everybody mingling, everybody out on the streets, and suddenly a huge spurt like we are seeing in New York, where the situation is absolutely, drastic right now. Apart from that, once again, somebody was speaking about panic buying. First 2 days, yes, there was a lot of panic buying. Even people now, because a lot of people have hoarded a lot of stuff, they also now don't need to go out and buy stuff again. The government is checking it. The entire focus in the last 24 hours and in the next 72 hours is only going to make sure that the supply chain moves. The trucks come in, the mandis function, the farmers are able to in fact get their produce. And remember, all these people and all these essential components have now been put in the exemption list from both the center and the various states. So these people are going to get passes. So that is going to happen very, very quickly, Shiv.
Apologize to our viewers for what's happening on your screen right now. We're just facing a few technical difficulties, but that's not going to stop us from this broadcast, because I want our viewers to hear all the voices. Here are some of our messages that we've got in from Delhi and Gurugram now.
Government is doing a very good job of looking after us during these difficult times. My only concern is that there are people living alone by themselves, young and old, who are getting depressed. What is it that we can do about them?
The first point, are we assuming that disabled people cannot have this virus? If so, I would be happy. But if no, then are there quarantine centers that are disabled friendly? Can they actually be comfortable in them? I can look after my house, but I need assistance. My domestic help is willing to come for 2 hours, but I need an e-pass for her. I've tried about 100 times, but the phone 1031 is engaged and I cannot get a pass for her. And I'm scared that she should not be arrested.
When we're talking about social distancing and isolation and all that, but then for the regular shoppings, home deliveries, and we're not hoarding any groceries, so we're not shopping for like a month, we're just shopping for 10 days, 15 days maximum. But then we need to step out for basics like milk and vegetables and stuff. Now, if we're going to a supermarket or a grocery store, there is a line of people there, then how is that social distancing? And why can't we have some solutions where people just get these things provided at home instead of stepping out and in a crowd, especially, and queuing up in front of grocery stores?
Okay, Neha Rathor's question has already been answered on our show, but Ankit, the two other questions, hugely important. One on persons who are differently abled, if they get the virus, where will they be put? Are there facilities that are conducive to keeping them, happy and safe? And also this overwhelming issue of loneliness and depression and anxiety. That's a huge story that needs to be addressed.
Shiv, as far as the disabled people are concerned, it is a big problem. A lot of people are facing, problems as far as their daily help is concerned. As far as the government quarantine and isolation facilities go, the government has assured us that it doesn't matter what kind of patient they are getting. They have enough provisions, they have enough facilities to, in fact, deal with everybody of whatever, nature that they get. Even if you are disabled, there are disabled-friendly isolation centers as well. That is what the government has assured us. But the other fact that lady was also asking that, she needs her maid or her daily help to come into her house for a couple of hours. That is still a problem, but for special cases, we have been in fact telling our viewers that 1031 that lady was talking about, it might be engaged because a lot of it's specifically for essential service providers, and right now a lot of people are engaged in calling and trying to get the passes so that online delivery and everything else, restaurants, takeout, all that could work smoothly. But in special cases, you can in fact contact your DC, and they will in fact give you a permission. The best case scenario is if your caregiver can stay with you for the next few days. If that is not possible, because every day somebody coming into your house and going back to their house and then coming back to your house also puts you and that person at risk. So you can in fact get in touch with your local SDM, and that person is in fact going to give you a special letter that could enable, in special cases, if you are disabled, if you're completely on your own, to come and help you out with your daily chores.
Okay. I hope those answers from Ankit and me have reassured people. Like we constantly say, these are things that will take a few days to iron out, and even after that, things won't be completely normal. A 21-day lockdown means that only when the lockdown is lifted will things start to feel normal again. Until that time, we're all in this together, and Ankit and I on a daily basis will bring your voices on India Today, and we will try and make your life just a little bit better. Ankit, thank you very much for joining me here on 5 Live as we took viewers' voices.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.